Well, good evening and happy Monday. Uh, Welcome to the final stream, maybe, of the return of the Obra Dinn. Realistically, even with my slow-ish nature, I should be able to complete it tonight. It shouldn't take me too long. However, we don't know about these things. Let's assume. Um, let's assume that I will. Hang on. Sorry, first of all, I was a little bit late in starting. I was having problems setting it up, which was really odd. Um, and yeah, so oh, hang on, I'm getting a feedback. There we go. Right, you can go over there. Hello. Yeah, it's it's an interesting one. So basically, just as per usual, I'm going to start with what happened this weekend. Yeah, nothing much has changed since you last saw me. Oh, my mum came up. That was lovely. I had a wonderful time today. Mum came to visit. Um, yeah, so mum came to visit. We ended up having a lovely day just walking around the markets, which was nice. She hasn't been to the Christmas markets for a while. Why is this saying connecting to chat? If anybody's speaking to me, no, my thing's been a bit slow. Hang on, 1 second before I continue. I can't seem to access chat. I might need to change this. Still says connected to chat. Ah, connected to chat. Hello. Right, chat is up. Right. Good evening, Winner. How are you? Yeah. It from my end, it was saying connecting to chat. Now, the way in which I look at the screen is I look at it slightly different. So I have a little. I'll take a photo of it and I'll send you a picture. I have a thing called Phantom Bot, which basically is like a bot that I run on a server because I'm really technical and I get free server space from Google. And I set up a server and I run a piece of software that allows me to view this on another screen. So yeah. Hey Dwyn, how are you? How was your weekend? Good to see you. It's really technical. I was so you need to SSH into servers. I'm not going to go through what SSHing into servers actually is. I am a nerd. I know I'm a nerd. You know I'm a nerd. Everybody knows I'm a nerd. But I'm a lovable nerd. Nerds are good. Nerds are needed. Nerds are fantastic people, and they should be rewarded. Um, However they choose. Right. You probably don't care about that. You care about Obra Dinn. Right. Um. So, lovable nerd. I am lovable. Um. We should be finishing this tonight. It cuts deep, D-Win. You cut deep. Um. Good chat. It was great chat. My chat's wonderful. Um. How can we describe it? So, 54 fates solved. I'm assuming there are 6 people left. Now, 3 of them we know where you finish tonight. I should. I can't see why I wouldn't. Um, there's only 3 more people. There's only 6 more people. Um, what I found out quite interestingly as well from speaking to a few people over the weekend on the stream, which I did yesterday on Metal Slug. Was that a lot of people? Some people are avoiding this because they want to play this, and they haven't been in my stream for ages. And they'll come into the stream and said, "We do actually really like you. We're still fans. However, we really want to play this, so I need to finish this tonight." When I do, if I finish it within an hour, I'm going to make a promise, and I'm going to say this to. This is going to be something for D-Win and Winnie. Is basically, if I finish this within the evening, do you want to play the game? I gave you VIP status, D-Win. I can block you, you know. Shall I block you? I can't block you. I can block you. I just don't really want. If I finish this within the hour, do you want to play the game that I may be trying to play at Christmas, which is Jackbox Party Pack? And you can play from the comfort of your own lounge. It would be ace. Tough, I'm in charge. So that could be if I because I kind of do this for a couple of hours. So if I finish this within an hour, I probably will do something else. I'll probably play something else. But we've already had 6 minutes. So I think you can play from your phone. Yes, you can play over. Basically, if you've got Chrome on a browser, you can play it, or any sort of phone browser, you can play it. So yeah, you can play it on your phone. It's really good fun. And it could be something that I play at Christmas. But yeah, right. You're a millennial. Yes, you are. I mean, legitimately, if we're going over the reasons for being a millennial, having basically the amount of avocados you seem to eat, kind of suggests that. But right, let us play. I think 3 more. How many to go? 6 more. Let's go. Right, enough. Right. So, all right, Twitchy Reese. Yes, Twitchy Reese. So people left. This top man was electrocuted. This ship's steward was spiked by a terrible beast. And this unknown seaman was drowned by a terrible beast. And I think that's it. So, assuming he appears to be a seaman, so I'm assuming he must be Alexander Booth? But who's Alex? Who did I say Alexander Booth was? Oh, God. Oh, this guy. So he's not Alexander Booth. So who could he be? So there are 2 Chinese people left. Oh God. So he's probably one of the Chinese people, isn't he? Does he look like Chinese? He doesn't look Chinese. Although, that being said... Right. So the people we don't know... Oh god, I'm doubting myself now. Right. I think that's right. Right, okay, so we haven't really got too much to go on. Okay. So the people he can be is 38, 40, or 57. Now, his first memory is his first memory is this one. A Bitter Cold Part 1. So, looking at him and thinking about him, he would have assumedly he would have died. Well, so the people he can be is 57, 38, 40, or 27. I don't think he's 27. So I think we've got to find the beds. Okay, so there's no clue there. I'm literally going on a lag. So, who could Li Hong be? So he's part of this scene. But he's not involved. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's explore. I think maybe he could be easier to find. Because there's four things on. There's four things he's related to. So the one he dies, I think, looking at his leg, I think that could be Li Hong. Purely because his leg was sticking out and he had. And that's it.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是什么？回来！我讲出来，拢是你害啦！
Is there any clues there? He talk about a shell very dangerous. So when he dies, that's all I've got to go on. I think. That's all I've got to go on. So let's just assume that he's right. And he was obviously electrocuted. So let's look for this one. Now I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think he was spiked. I think he may have been stabbed. So I think we need to go to this memory first. And then work out what happens before that. Because my thinking is he was already stabbed. How do I get out? There we go. So that was Soldiers of 3 Part 4, and he was already stabbed. But
actual red herring for Nick.
Hey, come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat.
There's no way of knowing. My only guess that... Hmm. How do I get out? Hmm. Good evening, Shaken. Right. So he dies. Oh, that's a very good point. I've just thought. Well, you've made a very good point, Winnie. In he dies there, so he may not have died by the stab wound. And good evening, Shaken. How are you? This fine Monday. Good to see you. How was your weekend? How do I get there? Do I have to go all the way around? Yeah. Getting ready for tomorrow. Cool. What's happening tomorrow, if I may ask? Right. Is there anything which suggests that he wasn't stabbed? Oh. Oh, yeah. Your father, is it? I hope it all goes well. Or is he...
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Oh, wait. Hang on. So, hang on. He was shot. Is there any way I can go around and work it out? Or am I literally looking through the peep window? So, I think that's Charles Minier. Maybe I need to go probably one back. So, where is Charles? Where is Soldiers of the Sea Pod 6? Oh, it's this guy who's impaled. Oh, God.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Is Charles Minier in this scene? No. Shall we go for Charles Minier? Or is there anybody else we think it is? So I'm assuming he's the Frenchman. So let's go to this one here. So, I guess being Charles Minier. As a possible guess. Is there anybody else who's bald? Who is part of this death scene? No. I'm gonna guess Charles Minier. Now, do we hear a gunshot? Well, I do say someone shoot the damn thing.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Yeah, you do. Okay. So I'm going to get he was shot by gun. So where's Charles Minier? Okay. So let's assume those are right. So the ones I've got left are... I could probably choose it. One Chinese. Now, I'm going to assume... Oh, God, this is going to be easy, isn't it? Am I going to complete the game? Because that may not be Alexandra Booth. That might be the other Chinese bloke. But no, he had an English accent. Did he have an English accent? I need to go back. I'm... Oh, I hate that. I don't want to cheese it. That's the thing.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你玩错不？
我冇问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落去水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。
Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
That's an English accent. Was he spiked by a terrible beast? What am I getting wrong? I'm getting something wrong. Unless I've got that wrong. Yeah. That was why. I got the wrong Chinese guy. Feel free to call me racist. Oh my goodness! So I only get 2. So this must mean that the last guy was Li Hong. Why was he? Eh? I mean, this is going to be cheesed. Yeah. Absolute cheesed. He had an English accent. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Ah. So, I'm assuming I get off the Obra Dinn, and I get off the Obra Dinn by going down here. I'm assuming so. How do I get down? There we go. So who were the guys? Who were the last guys I solved? Because I'm going to go back. Oh, bollocks. I'm going to go back. I'm just going to write this down so I remember. Once this is done, I'm going to go back and look how to actually do a proper... I can't... How do you ask us to book? So the last guy was Li Hong. It may be just a case of... Huang Li. And Alexander Booth. Yeah, cool. Right. I'm going to look as to how I did them properly. I'm probably going to look at all the Chinese people again, with the exception of one, because I'd love to know how they did it properly. We should
go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Oh, exciting times.
Finally. Sit down, all out.
I feel it's a massive twist. Oh god, is there going to be a jump scare? Uh, 1 week later. The Honourable East India Company Insurance Assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn. Victim is a calamitous event at sea. Right by the company office of investigation. Jesus! So, just so you know, that was because my Xbox immediately just switched on randomly. Okay, ship damaged in squall Atlantic Circle Storm Falmouth. Payout claim 20,000. All cargo loss payout claim. All cargo loss pay favor restitution. Fate. Suicide gun. Murder of crew bay 4. Estate followed to the ground. Fate. Shotgun. Witterall. Attempted mutiny. Oh, criminal findings, murder, crewmate 1, no, it's black claim. Alive Africa, findings of demerit. Abandoned a crew and vessel, away still sorting outstanding wage. Claude, finding of merit, extraordinary vara. State water. State. Fate spiked, estate unknown. Findings. Exceptional portage duties. Shotgun D. Davis, criminal findings, murder of crewmate, attempted mutiny. State fine £50. Drowned beast, findings of demerit, abandoned the crew and vessel. Drowned beast, estate awarded outstanding wages. Crushed beast, estate awarded outstanding wages. Crushed rigging, no claim made. Knife, E. Nichols, no claim made. Alive Africa, murder of crewmate, findings of demerit, abandoned the crew, estate fine £350. £10. Strangled beast, no claim made. Burns, criminal findings, murder of crewmate. Estate unknown, expense claimed. Shotan. Is this going to be boring? Murder of crewmate. Exceptional pause eschewed. Crushed cannon. Abandonment to the crew and vessel. Extraordinary valor. Knifed. There's not many what left. Shotgun, E. Nichols. Fate, torn apart, beat, extraordinary valor, accessible estate unknown. Okay. Shotgun. Solomon Saeed. Alright, okay. How did John... Oh. What did John get? Oh, fuck it. Oh, there he is. Accessible... Oh, we got a reward. And just for... Oh, my goal. No. Where's the Polish guy? What's his name? Olis... Shotgun criminal. So there we go. Alexander Booth, Seaman. Only got a £5. There we go. So... The pocket watch remains in your possession. So we find out what happens to the pocket watch. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans, in Morocco, as requested. So do we find out what happens? Sorry, I apologise. One year later. Oh god, do we find out what...
Can you believe it? A package at
Oh.
this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside. I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need me.
Oh... So I'm assuming we find out what happens to the other crewmates. Because I think there's 3 more? Or 2 more. Chief Inspector. I was fighting to you the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked you gratitude by return for returning his book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the 3 of us remaining, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in life. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. She was one of the passengers. The tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. So it's bargain. So we go to the lazarette back on the ship. Do we go to the lazarette back on the ship? How do we get? How do we move? Oh. This is exciting times. Oh god, there's a hand. Oh my. Oh no, here we go.
Collect your things. Wait. To that door. It's gone.
So Henry. Shot a bug. Oh, this is getting good. I think this may be quite easy to figure out.
A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this.
Read what? The book.
Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over.
Okay.
Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. We return. The ship. The Obra Dinn.
So they captured a mermaid who was still alive, and in order to see the ship home, oh wait, hang on, we skipped a bit. So we still don't know what happened to him, but we should be able to figure it out. Right, okay, so we're working backwards. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in a pure pursuit of knowledge. So, they kept a monkey. Because a monkey... Is it a monkey pulled as lucky?
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken!
A captured beast fought against the jailers and was speared for his trouble. Okay. So...
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
So... let's look at the pieces. Right.
What's this? Quicksilver. Herre min Gud!
So he goes insane, puts his hand in the chest and gets burnt because his hand looked burnt. So I'm going to say burnt. So we're going to go for Martin Parrother's mate. So how did he die? How did he end up there? Right, hang on. I mean, he obviously died. So there were three who remained. Who was Davy James, Jane Bird, and Ellen Lee Jackson, and Henry Evans. So basically, I'll need to work out how he dies. And I think it's fairly simple. I think he stabbed himself, or not stabbed himself.
Collect your things. We're okay. That door. Gone. There's no time. We need to go. Right. A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop! Why? Well, set you free.
So I'm assuming
Give it the shell. Here.
spiked by a terrible beast. Because there we go. Yeah, because I didn't hear the. And there we go.
Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door. We'll leave.
So I'm assuming I have to basically go through this until the. And I can leave now. And this will tell me the. What a game. That was superb. That was an absolutely brilliant game. The end. Aww. Do you know what? This is one of those games. If you've ever played, have you ever seen Men in Black? Have you ever seen Men in Black? You know the thing where they kind of shine a light in the eyes? And it does kind of... Oh, it's a zero punctuation done a review of this. I am going to watch that. I know there's a YouTuber I watch called Rabid Luigi, and he raves about this game. But he never spoiled it. Legitimately, the thing that makes him forget. I'd love to play that again without knowing what happened again, because it was that good. And there was no... it's one of those games you can only play once, which is... Because once you know what happens, it becomes a lot easier. And part of the joy of it is figuring out the game. So, yeah, it is deep, but true. Of course, I don't lie. The only other game I think... Okay, this is really random. I'm not going to try and play it, but there was a game for the Commodore 64. This is going way back. There was a game for the Commodore 64 called the Detective Game. And it was basically set in a mansion, and you had to solve a murder mystery. There was only one murder, and because of the limitations of hardware at the time, legitimately, it was one of those games where it was like, you have 2 hours to solve a murder. And it is very, very difficult. So much so that I never completed it as a child. Basically, there's like 12 people in the mansion, and one of them carries out the murder of the mansion's owner, and you've got to solve it because basically that person does kill again through the course of the game. And it's a really, really, really good game. So much so that, but it's also really difficult because there isn't the level of anything. Is there an after credit scene? No. Or is there? No. New Game Plus. Right.